Welcome to another LEGO Worlds episode. Today's episode is how to build a grocery store stand playset, I guess you want to call it. This is going to be a simple build. I'm not doing anything complex yet. So we're going to start off with just earth green. You can use whatever base plate you want, and it's going to be a 16 by 16 plate. And this is my work area. I chose bright blue. You can choose any color you want to make your store. I'm using a 2x4 brick to make the wall of my store, or my entrance in this case. And now I'm making a spot for the doorway. Now you can use one or two doors. I decided to use 2 doors for this build. And when I was building this, I wasn't sure what I wanted it to be at the time. So I was just playing around with some stuff. So you can use whatever doors or windows you want to use for this build. I went with the flower box window for holiday purposes. That's all I'm going to say at this point for that. And now you just want to fill it in with the 2x4 brick. So I decided I'm going to start a little bit of decorating while I'm thinking about the roof. So I'm going to put down some red flowers. Again, you can choose whatever color flowers you want. You can do whatever you want with this build. That's what's nice about making shops it's whatever you can think of. So I went with medium stone gray, and I'm going to use tiles, and it's going to be a 2x2 flat tile, and I'm going to make myself a little walkway for our entrance. I'm going to use bright red, which is the standard color for this set, and a 2x2 slope, and I'm going to start building the roof. Now I'm going to use the 2x2 inverted slope just to give it a little style. You don't have to do this. You can do any type of roofing you see fit. And I fill it in with a 2x4 brick. And end it with a 2x2 flat tile. And that's pretty much going to be our entrance to our playset of a shop. Now, the thing I'm thinking about is, what do I want inside my shop? What type of store it's going to be? What would I like to see in the store when I walk into a store? So you want to keep these things in mind when building. I mean, every store I've been into are different. Sometimes they have the same thing, sometimes they have different things. So I decided I'm going to make my counter first out of bright blue, and I'm going to use a 2x4 brick, and I'm just going to make just a little counter area right here. And leave an opening so your character can get behind it. And then I'm going to finish it off with a 2x2 flat tile. And there's our counter. I'm gonna make it daytime because it's getting dark out in my game. It gets dark pretty fast, believe it or not. So here's our counter space. So now we want to decorate it some more. So I'm looking at the objects that I have to work with. So I went into decorative, see what they have. I used the Explorer shelf as maybe something you would see in a store. Well, you wouldn't see the Explorer stuff itself, but the shelving you might see in the store. So I used that as one of my pieces. So for the checkout counter, I used the shop checkout. Now you don't have to do it the way I did it. I mean, you could create a spot for it. I just overlapped it. And there's our cash register. So here I chose the gumball machine eventually. And I figured put the gumball machine outside of our shop. Then I sorted the sweet counter, and I figured to put it opposite of the cash register. Because there's always sweets and goods that you can get in a store. Then I added these two stands. Ugh. pretzel stand, and it looks like a cocoa stand or something like that. Well, the sweet stand. So we also want to put in a few other things like fish, meat, and ice cream. So I'll see you guys on the next LEGO Worlds episode.